Good morning, all. I'm Dr. Krishna Man, and this is my YouTube channel CBSE Tech Talks. Today, I'm going to explain the logic of greatest among two numbers as well as three numbers. How to find out. Now, when we talk about greatest of two numbers, we need to compare the value of two numbers. Okay, so let's start with the comment. Program to find out largest oblique smallest of 2/3 numbers. I will be explaining largest as well as smallest for two numbers as well as for the three numbers in the same coding. We will proceed further step by step. So first of all, you have to read two numbers. So let the number be 1, num1. We have done already a few programs. I think you know that we have to use num, then we have to use n input, and then statement which you want to be displayed in the interactive mode, so that it will help you to enter the values. Enter first number, put the brackets close, num2, again int, input, enter second number. Okay, so let's make it more interactive. I'm putting in the above also colon and then one space, then it will help you. Okay, after this, let's assume number 1 to be the largest or the smallest one. We are going with the largest first. Let num large equals to num1. We are assigning number 1 to the variable large. Okay, now this is not the spelling large which we talk about in our English language. I have used a variable larg and I have assigned the value num1 to that. Now, if we have to go with the condition check, if num2 is greater than large, if the value of num2 is greater than large, it means num2 is the largest one. Am I clear? We have initialized. Why I'm going with the large, you may compare num1 as well as num2, but I will be converting the same coding into the three variable also, three numbers also. Same program will be converted for three numbers also. So that's what I am going with. There are n number of ways doing a program. It depends upon the logic what you apply. So I'm going with that. If num2 is greater than large, it means the value num2 is the largest one. So what you will do? In this case, this is the case, otherwise nothing. So what we will do in this case, we will be print largest okay, assign large equals to num2. So this way we can reduce one more print statement. So we will have one general statement. So large equals to, if this condition, if the condition which we have used here, num2 is greater than large, if this condition is true, then the value of large is to be changed and the number 2 will be assigned to large. In both the cases, if this condition is true or not, the variable large is having the largest value. So I'm writing the output largest number is large. Okay, let's run it. So I'm going to go to my folder where I'm storing all the Python files. So largest, suppose this is the name given. It is asking for first number. Suppose first number is 25, second number is 8. So largest number is 25. Is it clear? I am showing you once again coding side by side. So we have assigned number 1 in the large and then we have checked. I think this is clear. Now I want the same program to display large as well as small. So what we can do, we can assign large as well as small with same value. It means large equals to small equals to num1. If initially we are assigning number 1 is largest as well as smallest. Now when this condition is true, it means the value num2 is the largest one and there is no change in the small because small is already done num1. Please pay attention. If the value of num2 is large, is greater than large, so num2 will become the larger, while num1 will remain small only. But if this condition is not true, if num2 is not greater than large, it means num2 is smaller than large. Means num2 is the smallest one. So else mein what you are going to write? Small equals to, which one is smaller now? Num2. I am repeating once again. We took two numbers, that is num1 and num2. Now we are initially assuming that number 1 is smaller as well as largest. Number 1 is smallest as well as largest one. Now in the case when the value of large is smaller to num2, it means the larger number is num2 and smaller will remain num1 only, and that is already assigned there. Else, if this condition is not true, it means the value of large is larger than num2. Okay, the value of large is larger to num2. So large will remain the number which was assigned, while the small will become num2. Now the largest number is large and print smallest number is small. Again run it. You have to save because modifications have been done. Let's try the same values. You can go with any value. Larger is 25, largest number is 25, smallest number is 8. I am repeating once again the coding. I am trying to explain the logic of this. We have read values for num1 and num2 and we are assuming that num1 is smaller as well as larger. Now out of these two cases, num1 can be small or can be large. It can't be both. It can't be both. So now when you are saying it can't be both, it means the value of large and small need to be changed depending upon the condition. If num2 is greater than large, it means the value of the variable large is smaller to num2, then the value of large will become num2. Else means this condition is false. It means num2 is not larger to large. Large is only bigger than num2. So num2 will become smaller. So else small equals to num2. So this is clear. Now we will go with the third variable also because this should work. I don't want the other program for third variable. So I need one more variable to be entered or to be read, equals to int input and enter third number. Okay, now in this case we have to go for one more condition because for two numbers it's easy, you can go with and you can check. Now here I'm removing, I'm till here only, or should I go with the third variable separately? I'm not removing this. So let me go with the set break. Okay. Now I'm going to go with the three variables here. So num2, num1 and num2 are there. This is the same program for third variable. Num3 equals to in int input enter third number. Okay. After this, let's large equals to, we are assigning the first number to large the way we did the first way. If the second number num2 is greater than large, then what we will do? We will assign the value num2 to large. Large equals to num2. Now this is just checked and this is having nothing to do with the other one. Now if num3 is greater than large, what will happen? Num3 is the largest one and we can display the same statement I'm copying because we can easily copy here, not an issue. Okay, let's run. We will be entering three values. Let's take 4, 5, 8. Okay, sorry, it was taken the first number 8, 70, 23. 70 is the largest number. The first two numbers are taken for there are two programs, the first program and the second program. So when I enter 4 and 5, largest of number is 5 and the smallest is 4. Then the first number enter is 8, 70 and 23. So 70 is the largest one. Same way you can check for the smallest one also. So what you will do? Large equals to small equals to num1, and then you will be checking the same way, the way we have checked. If num2 is smaller to, because we are checking for small, so it will be small will be, which number will be small now? Equals to num2. Again one more check is to be done. If num3 is less than small, then the value of small to be assigned num3. I think it's clear to everyone. And then the smallest number will be, I'm copying this only because we can copy here, not an issue. This run module. Yes, because changes have been done, so it is asking again for saving it. Now first two values will be for the upper program, 5 and suppose 8. So 5, from 5 and 8, 8 is the largest and 5 is the smallest. Now it will ask for three numbers. Let's take 10, 10, 15 and 20. So it should give the largest number is 20 and the smallest number is 10. Am I clear? Now there may be further modifications in the same program. What if both the values are equal? What if all the values are equal? That you can further check, that I'm leaving up to you. Still, if you want me to give the coding for that and logic explanation of that also, you let me know. Now students, I want two things from you. One is, there is one Google form on the description. It is shared in the description. The link is shared in the description. So please do fill what program you want, fill that Google form. And there is one more link of the drive where I'm storing the link of all the programs. So if program description is there and the link is also provided, so you can search from that also, and you can straight away go to the coding also instead of searching on the browser. Second thing is that still many of you have not subscribed it and even liked and shared. It is going to help. I want my students to score better marks in the exam, as well as I want to enrich your understanding. For that, I need continuous requirement of your coding, as well as I want myself to be motivated when queries come, when I get comments from you people, I also get motivated and I work in that way. So I think you have understood what exactly I want. So the next program after this, which I will be doing, will be the roots of quadratic equation. You have done in grade 10th how to find out roots in mathematics. We'll be going to go with how to calculate in Python. That's all from my side for this coding. I think this is clear to everyone. I'm ending this video here.